The umpires are on the ground. It's 8 minutes to go to the second semi-final of the ODFA. Campania hosting Bothwell. They had a draw and 1 win each for the year, so we can expect a classic game of ODFA football. Thank you.
Brian, do you have any more now? Hello and welcome to the Campania Recreation Ground for ODFA semi-final day. We've already had one cracking contest, run and one, Triabunna taking the chocolates against Mount Pleasant. Now we have an enormous game between the Campania Wallabies and the Bothwell Rabbits. These two teams have been hard to split all season, and this afternoon they're fighting for a direct ticket to the ODFA Grand Final in a fortnight's time. The loser will take on Triabunna in Oatlands next week. My name is Anthony Osborne, delighted to be bringing this action to you on the AFL Tas ODFA live stream, the AFL Tasmania YouTube channel. To my left in the commentary box, we have Nick Finlay, the guru of all things ODFA. Nick, fantastic to have you with me.
Good afternoon, Anthony. Great to have you here again. So second game today. Campania Bothwell, top two teams. We need a cameraman, so we'll just see how we go. He will just start calling the play, but the camera might not move just for a few seconds. Let's get things underway.
Here in the middle of the ground, umpire comes in to take the football.
I think we're back on track, folks.
So we're underway here a couple of minutes early, just keeping us on our toes here. The umpires are all ready to go, so no damage done. We'll have a repeat stoppage in the middle of the ground. Big tackle laid there from Brodie Howard. Great pressure shown, wrapping up Dylan Pearce on that occasion. Ball going inside 50, trying to mop things up and trying to generate an opportunity here for Campania towards the top of the line. Craig's there, but the ball's punched through for a minor score.
Jai County there, banging it in for Campania. He's been an outstanding player for the side this year, come into the team this year. So, what the umpire's doing here, they just deciding exactly what that was. That was a behind to Campania. So, they're off the mark. One behind.
Ball's brought back into play. Chipping ball over the top. An opportunity here for Campania once again. Have a little kick over the top. The Wallabies, minor premiers, of course, hosting finals here for the first time in a number of years. Nick?
2017 was the last time Campania hosted finals, so basically the last time they finished top of the ladder. In that year, though, it was a top five, so they played the second semi-final here.
Long kick towards the goal line. Ball just bubbling around. Bothwell forced to do all the defending early on in this one. Ball spills out the back. Kick as close to the boundary line as possible. A very fortuitous bounce keeps that ball in play. Not going to be pinged, and will roll over and out for a throw in.
Trent Rogers there for Bothwell, just kicking it out. Lucky he didn't go out of play. Could have been pinged, as you said. But lucky he didn't go out.
Of course, it was on this day last year that Bothwell did what many thought just could not happen up against Triabunna. Final. Ball just rolling around inside attacking 50. Players converging from everywhere. Sikorski the outside of the pack. Umpire spotted a free kick going the way of the Rabbits.
That was up at Triabunna last year. We've been at Triabunna the last 2 years, actually, for the first week of the finals. So, so I did that the last 2 years. Jai County there, taking a diving mark out to his right, and he's going to bang it back in again.
Cutting back in on his left there, County, setting up an opportunity inside 50. Frenetic start to this one. The two teams just trying to work their way into it. Campania doing all the attacking. The umpire will take that ball.
A few nerves, I think. Players just still finding their feet, and not much free-flowing play just yet. Once nerves settle and structures get into place, I think it'll happen a bit.
Slap down, Sikorski, outside of the boot. Kicking towards Tyler Ford. Sikorski now coming back up to provide some added support. Campania players coming over the top, and we'll have a stoppage.
Spoke to Tyler earlier on, of course. That was good to have him up here in the truck. Good to have his views on that upcoming game. We haven't talked to anyone from Campania yet, but we are lining up Brodie Johnson for chats during the game, which will be great.
Campania just working the ball on the outer side. Sam Medhurst, I should say, involved. So too there was Jeremy Palmer. The ball goes over and out. Of course, these two teams finishing 1 and 2 could not really be split over the course of the year. The Wallabies finishing with 13 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Of course, the draw against Bothwell. Bothwell with the same win-loss ratio. And the percentage was split by a very small margin. We'll get back onto that in just a sec, as the Rabbits now have the ball at half back.
Main, I think there.
Main Finds a bit of space and decides to kick the ball into the middle of the ground. Just coming across, unable to complete the mark. There was Wilton. Umpire, despite cries of ball, will take that footy once again. So, first time the Rabbits have been beyond centre. Played almost 5 minutes in this one, 4 and a bit anyway. Two teams just feeling each other out at the moment. Trying to work his way through there was Caleb Wilson. Now the ball goes in inside 50 for Bothwell. Campania forced to defend for the first time this afternoon. Players converge and the umpire will take it back once again. So Campania with a percentage of 300.82, Bothwell with 299.06 over the course of the season, Nick. I think it equates to, what, 1 or 2 goals?
1 or 2 goals sort of either way. I think, not much in it at all. And it all came down to that game last week where Campania travelled to Mount Pleasant and had to win reasonably comfortably, which they did. And Bothwell played Woodsdale, of course, and kept Woodsdale scoreless, but didn't quite have the percentage.
Tell you what, big moment early on here. There was a free kick given away, and then the 50-metre penalty. So some ill discipline there from the home side will march the Rabbits right to the goal line. Jacob Wigg, as easy as you like. The Rabbits draw first blood. They're 1 straight 6. Campania 1 behind, and just some ill discipline there from Campania and some tension starting to bubble over as well. So is Bothwell in the lead after 5.5.
The previous game here, which we haven't talked about too much, but the previous game between these two teams basically was a very sort of weather affected game. So the wind was blowing to the right of screen for the best part of the 3 quarters. Campania had a lead of about 29 points, I think it was, with Bothwell then to kick with the wind in the last quarter. But the clouds opened up and it bucketed down in the last quarter, so no one basically scored a goal. So Campania won that one, and then Bothwell won the previous one up at Bothwell, and the first game of the year was a draw, of course, which was a fascinating night game.
Second time in 1 or 2 seasons they're going to draw at this venue as well between the two teams. So
spot on.
Who knows what this afternoon will bring. Hopefully we get clear weather for the rest of the afternoon and see these two teams at their full capacity as that ball goes inside 50. Campania now needing to defend grimly. He's coming in from everywhere. Heavy body contact, high contact it is. Free kick going away of the Wallabies.
Triffett there just with a bit too much force.
Towards the broadcast side. Target there's Howard. Almost takes the grab. Punched away there from Dylan Pearce over and out for a throw in.
Dylan Pearce back in the Bothwell side this year. Has played with them for a few seasons. Part of their premiership teams. Certainly pre-COVID, but back in the team this year.
Caleb Wilson marking on that occasion there for the Wallabies. Braden Dart involved. Gets it off to Brodie Howard. Howard's tumbling kick down the line finds Caleb Wilson. Wilson kicks the ball towards 50. David Craig's there. The numbers here should favour the Rabbits. They'll go through Wigg. Wigg into the middle of the ground. Shirking would-be tackler there. Kicking the ball up towards half forward. Mark not taken. Bryant. Strong defensive pressure applied there from Raglione. Ball goes in from Bryant. Setting up an opportunity here for Chaplin. Chaplin over the top, waiting for the runners. Campania just wrong-footed by the bounce of the ball, a couple of them there, and laying the tackle was Jamie Dart for another stoppage.
Captain courageous, Jamie Dart, been captain for the last 2 or 3 seasons, I think now. So you can always hear him on the field.
Decisive slap over the top, sets things up now through Tubb. Goes down the line, but as far as the Bothwell player.
Jenkins there.
Jenkins decides to cut the ball inboard. He sees something he likes. That's a good option. They're setting themselves up here. The Rabbits, a little 1-2. Sets up a chance here for Dylan Ford. Ford lowers his eyes, goes towards goal, and nails it. The Rabbits get their second. 2 straight 6 lead Campania, 1 behind, and some classy stuff there from Ford.
Absolutely, all class there from Dylan Ford, previously Norfolk coach, I'm pretty sure. Has played in the region for many years, and part of that famous Ford family, really.
Love that kick there from Jenkins. Saw something he liked on the broadcast side of the ground. Risky switch into that part of the field, but executed it perfectly. Little 1-2, and Ford just took the initiative himself and nailed the goal. Fantastic stuff from him. Great atmosphere here at Campania. Plenty of people falling into the ground. Cars right around the ground. Spectators absolutely everywhere. It's great to see. One of the truly iconic days on the Tassie footy calendar. A big tackle laid. The Rabbits are up and about here at the moment. Another free kick going their way. That time for
Simon Bryant, one of their co-captains.
So Bryant will drive the ball inside 50. Maybe a little too
Henderson there.
Yeah, Andrew Henderson. Henderson finds Sam Medhurst. Medhurst. And he's just such a hard-working, fit footballer. So over the top, Campania just trying to steady themselves a little bit here. Henderson assessing his options. Puts the ball down the line. Coming in with a real intent of the football there was Jenkins, which will Ford thereabouts as well. Merging with the footballer Caleb Main. Main cuts back in. Finds Dylan Ford. Some famous names all combining there. Matthew Triffett, speaking of.
Used to play with Campania, was their coach a few years back as well, Benny Triffett. Defensive side of the centre square, kicking in the Sokolski direction, who somehow emerges with the football. Hurry kick inside 50 is a little bit of a dribbler. Sets a bit of a task there for Eisel. Campania with some support in. The umpire will come in to intervene. So Sokolski, there was some talk during the week, around the rumour mill anyway, that he potentially was going to be injured. So it's fantastic to see him out there. Genuine superstar of the ODFA for a number of years. Absolutely. He missed sort of 6 or 7 games in the middle of the season. He's been back for the last 4 or 5 games now. So, this is his 5th game back right now. So, yep, good to have him back.
Ford, dinky kick inside 50 is a good one. Finds Wigg, already kicked 1 goal to his name. That one was marched right to the goal line. This time, there's a couple of options ahead of him, but he might just set himself for goal, kicking from probably around 40-45 metres out by the time he takes his kick. Tricky angle, but fantastic conditions here today. Very still. As Wigg looks to extend the margin for Bothwell and really extend this perfect start. Just misses. 2-1-13. It's the Rabbits' first blemish. Campania 1 behind as we approach the halfway mark of this opening quarter. Just feels like Campania haven't really been able to settle into this game just yet. Still working their way in as Harris launches the ball out of defensive 50. Great mark taken on the outer side there.
County, he's I have a feeling he's going to be dominating all day.
Good there from Dry County. Goes down the line. Bothwell moved with the football. Great kick towards half forward. And as far as that man, Dry County, once again, who's racking up disposals, racking up the marks. Campania methodical down the outer side of the ground. Kick up towards half forward. Just over the top of Ty Turner. Moving the ball on. Interesting kick into the middle of the ground. High risk, but high reward if it works out. Doesn't quite though. Really good stuff there at ground level from Brodie Howard, but the Rabbits eventually come in to provide a bit more pressure. Medhurst emerges with the football, and now Campania will launch it inside 50, presenting up and taking the mark there.
Coach
Sturzican. Yep, fantastic stuff from Julian Sturzican.
Yeah, nice little kick, a little kick there from Elaine Grant. In fact, he's played on now. Sturzican to Dry County. He's gone long for the goal. No, just pushed out to the box.
So it looks like that's going to have a licence for County for much of today, I think, to take those marks and then really become an offensive weapon going forward. But I love that lead up from Sturzican. So Campania 2 behinds. Bothwell 2-1-13. Sliding there on his knees and taking the mark was Jaden Booton. Moves the ball on quickly. Ford's kick goes through the hands there of Ashley Drew. Probably should have taken it. Invites Campania now at ground level. Henderson moves the ball forward, just falls short of his intended target. Now scrapping away. Floating around there with Sturzican. Yep. The umpire out of zone just pointed that out. Good call on him. Some chance here through in Sinnott. Dinky kick inside 50. Oh, bravery there from Sokolski. He's been collected high. Just had complete focus on the football. And they in 2 minds about playing on, but the ball will be brought back as it play came to a halt.
Yeah, Huxley was going for the lead, and Sokolsky took the hard knock there to sort of interrupt the run, and he's earned himself the free kick.
Very well-rounded player, James Sokolsky. Does the flashy stuff, but he works pretty hard and gets his hands dirty as well. Not his best kick on that occasion. Dry County, guess who?
Dangerous.
Takes the ball again. Drives it inside 50, sees something he likes. Mark's not taken. It's about 3 Rabbits v 1 Wallaby at the moment. The numbers win out. Jetson with his kick just makes it work. Triffett has the ball half back. Stinky kick out towards the boundary line as they look to work through a couple of uncontested possessions.
Going forward, gathering possessions at will here. He's on towards a 40 possession game unless Campania marks him up again.
A great kick centrally. The umpires spotted something. So just 50 off the mark. They look to move on very quickly. So umpire hot on that. That's probably a warning for the rest of the game, I dare say. So Andrew Henderson, who marched inside attacking 50, and an opportunity here for Campania to hit the scoreboard.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there from Simon Kennedy to suddenly be out of position when Campania basically took the play on. But that is the rule.
I think it means that players have to be pretty aware of that over the course of the day as Henderson sets himself towards goal. Ball starts a little bit left, works back nicely though. Really good finish from Henderson. The big fella gets Campania's first of the afternoon. And a goal they really needed. They've started to create a couple of opportunities in recent minutes. They just cut into that margin. 1-2-8 Campania, play Bothwell 2-1-13, just over 9 minutes left in this opening quarter.
We've got a special guest just joining us at the moment here. Tri-Bunny coach Ben Van Cranen has been gracious to lend us his time for a couple of minutes. So, welcome Ben. Congratulations on your win in the previous game there.
Thanks,
how did you find the game?
That was really good. Obviously, I thought it would be a ruck for a really hard contest with Mount Pleasant. We've obviously had a pretty tight contest throughout the year. We've got some high-end talent laid out, and obviously the young guys have stepped up. And it's been it was a good game. Pretty happy with our boys how we got through. And obviously with the pressure they put on us in the last quarter, we stood up and kicked those last couple of goals to win the game. It's pretty stoked. So
absolutely, they're coming back hard, weren't they? The Mounties, sort of 3 in a row, sort of out of nowhere. And Ryan Sweet, I thought, was excellent in the back line. What do you think of his game?
Yeah, I think we didn't have Ryan. I think it was William. So he was outstanding. I think set mark and his leadership was outstanding. Also, I thought our Brendan Clocks and Jack Wilson's are pretty good in the midfield as well. So also I thought Jake played his best game of the year with his movement around forward and his hands were outstanding.
Yep, definitely. Trent Stevens, I think, with 3 goals in the end, he was serviceable up forward.
Yeah, the old fella. He stood up in he loves the finals game, so he was great out there for us with his leadership. And he does love the finals game, the mini boy. So
indeed, that's good work.
Obviously, a lot of change at the club this year with yourself stepping in and a lot of player movement as well. Felt like you probably had to warm your way into the season a little bit, but you're happy with how the team's kind of gelled and progressed as the year's gone on?
Yeah, I suppose I come on board this year, and my whole plan was to try and peak at the right time. I think traditionally, I suppose last year, unfortunately, Tri-Bunny didn't get the win last year, obviously. So my whole thoughts was to try and build to the end of the season. I suppose the last month has been pretty good. We are building slowly.
Ford sets himself, kicks another fantastic finish from Dylan Ford. Plenty of composure and makes no mistake. The Rabbits get the immediate response. An interesting game unfolding in front of us at the moment. Yeah, Ben, I guess obviously you went there last year, but I suppose funny things can happen in finals. These two teams have clearly been the 2 best in the competition all year, but I guess looking at what happened to Tri-Bunny last year almost actually give you a bit of confidence that anything can happen on a final, whether it's next week, whether you make it through to the week after, that you're going to be in any game you play.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose that's, as I said to you before, my whole theory was to try and build this group and play our best football at the end of the season. And we're slowly getting there. It's still not perfect. And these 2 teams have been bloody hard to beat. It's a quality game out there right now. So they've got some high-end talent. They coach very well, both sides. So we're up for the fight. And as I said, hopefully we can just peak at the right time.
Absolutely, No, beating Mount Pleasant, of course, twice in the last two games there. That last game against them on probably the worst weather day of the whole year, just about up at Mount Pleasant, would have have certainly helped morale and confidence, I guess, in terms of knowing that you can beat the better teams. So
and like obviously what I've learned this comp, it's hard to get everyone playing at once. So we've still got a couple of guys out. Obviously, unfortunately, Justin O'Brien did his calf pretty bad, unfortunately. Still got Ben McGuinness to get back into the side next week, and hopefully we'll have a full list to choose from. But let's see how we get.
Who'd you rather play? Can I ask you that?
Look, I can't really. It's hard. I'd love to be playing out there against whoever. It's going to be tough. Whoever we play, these are obviously the two teams to beat this year, and just hopefully they can just bash each other up. And nothing too silly, obviously.
Yeah, obviously for you, you've been around the traps, been around a number of clubs across Tasmania. How have you found your first year at the Tribunner and being part of the ODFA competition?
Yeah, well, probably don't really know this, but I'm actually an Oatlands boy. I'm going to school in Oatlands. Mum and Dad's up there still, and so I actually started there as a mini leaguer, and so to come back here in this league, and I love it. It's such a great field. I saw one of my mates, Troy Cunliffe, who's come to watch, and he goes, "How good is this? This is just football." And I must admit, the standard of football has just grown. I thought this year's been. I've watched a few games. I've had a few mates play for Tribunner, and the standard over the last few years just keeps improving. This is quality football. It's hard football, but there's actually some structure around the ball now. We've got some quality footballers who are playing this level, which is, I must admit, I'm absolutely loving it. It's good fun.
That's good. Can we lock in for next year, Ben? Will we hear it first here or not?
No, obviously, just having a chat with Ryan. I got a young fellow who plays footy for Hobart, was there, so I'm thoroughly enjoying my time, but it's most likely I will. But obviously, haven't finalised it. We're focusing on this week and now next week, so we're trying to climb the mountain. That's what we're trying to do. That's right.
Fantastic. Now, thanks for joining us, mate. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck for next week, and for your sake, hope for the week after as well.
Thanks, guys. Doing a great job.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
Bye-bye.
Fantastic to have Devin Crannon joining us fresh after a fantastic win, a great game of football here in front of us at the moment. Bothwell with an opportunity to further extend their lead. The kick towards goal just missing to the right-hand side. Opportunity in there for Bailey Chapel. So it's 3-3-21. They lead Campania 1-3-9 with just over 3 and a bit minutes left in this opening term. Fantastic to hear from Ben there, Nick. I'll get your thoughts in just a sec, because Campania just selling themselves into a little bit of trouble deep in defensive 50. They might get away with it as they launch it out in the direction of County. Clever little tap on, goes in the hands of County. Pumps the ball, that left boot, kicking out in the direction of a couple of intended targets. David Craig there. Handballs it back is a really good one. Finds Huxley. Huxley marching towards goal. Huxley lowers his eyes and misses. It's a golden opportunity that goes begging there for Campania. Cut the margin to 10 points.
I think they just need to settle a little bit, Campania. I think quarter time can't come quick enough for them. I think Stirs just needs to have a chat and remind them to play their own game. I think Both was forcing them to do things, and they're just naturally being a bit scrappy because of that.
I would say that probably was one of their better transitions from one end of the field to the other at least. It didn't quite work out, but another opportunity may present for them here. Mark taken inside 50 there from Lane Grant.
General, first year up here at Campania, is a local. Does a lot of good work with Speak Up Stay Chatty. Tommy Lane Grant. So we'll see what he can do here. He's kicked a bag already this year.
So Lane Grant in front of the cricket nets here. Difficult angle. Has to be a pretty good kick in the direction of Huxley. Punched over the line for a point. So they're starting to generate some opportunities now. Campania will scoring shots on the board as well. But they're able to capitalise as we tick into the final 2 minutes of the term. Bothwell, ball in D50. Good mark taken there for just sticky hands.
So tall.
Absolutely. Imposing figure. He kicks over the top to Wigg. Wigg looks to move the ball on. He has one goal to his name. Big kick out in the direction of Caleb Trifford, of course. Something we haven't talked about. The 100 watch is well and truly on for him today. 97 goals to his name so far this season. Scrappy kick out of D50. So he's back in that direction. Fantastic stuff from the big fella. Gets around 2. Launches in the direction of Sokolski, who just crashes into the behind post. go over the line. He's thrown himself into everything so far, James.
He has, yep, throwing his body on the line, as you'd expect from a quality player like Sikorsky. And yeah, Callum Triffett, 97 goals. Will we see a pitch invasion at the 100 goal mark? I know it's a problem that the AFL is grappling with the Geelong player. His name escapes me. Jeremy Cameron, that's it. Which could be a problem during the final, and obviously we have the same sorts of problems here in the ODFA.
I haven't seen Brian with his security detail just yet. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, hopefully for our sake, we get to see the 100 goals. It'll be a fantastic achievement. We were talking about it in between the games that hasn't been a player cracked the ton since 2018 in the ODFA competition. Seen lots of bags of goals, but no one cracking the ton over the course of a season. So a huge achievement if he gets there. Regardless, it's been an incredible season from him. Probably a little bit stiff, according to many, to not take out the best and fairest award earlier in the year, but not taking anything away from the winner from Campania, Westcott. He thoroughly deserved it as well for 8 games. As we tick into the final seconds of this opening term, waiting for the siren to sound, and it just goes in the nick of time there if you're a Campania defender. 1-5-11 the Wallabies, Bothwell 3-2-20. A scrappy old quarter for much of it, must be said, Nick, but the Bothwell probably had the better running for large portions of it. Campania started to generate some opportunities, but probably just weren't quite making the most of them. Yeah, that's right. Campania were pretty quick out of the blocks early on, and got it. Had some scoring shots early on, which is basically why they have so many scoring shots at the moment. 1 goal, 5-11. To Bothwell's 3-2-20. I think of those 4 goals, I think 2 were from 50-metre penalties, if I remember correctly. I know Andrew Henderson certainly had one, and early on, I think it was Dylan Ford's. Or was it Wig? Wig, sorry, pardon me. So 1 to Wig and 2 to Dylan Ford, who is looking dangerous. Absolutely, hitting plenty of the football as well, it must be said. So yeah, as you said, 2 to Ford, single to Jacob Wig, and Andrew Henderson with the goal for Campania. We'd like to give a big thanks to ODFA sponsors, Harrison Agents, Bennett's and Morey's Tours, and of course for our position here at the Campania Recreation Ground, this magnificent little setup that we have been given on the broadcast side.
Yep,
Tea Tree Freight.
Tea Tree Freight, thanks to Robin Howlett, absolute champion from Campania, allowing us to sit here in relative comfort, which is great.
Fantastic conditions down here. If you're in the area, make sure you get on down, but otherwise we'll have all the action for you on the AFL Tasmania YouTube channel. We'll take a short break in commentary. Second quarter of this one coming up next. It's the Bothwell Rabbits leading by 9 points. Right to the goal line. Jacob Wig, as easy as you like. The Rabbits draw first blood. They're 1 straight 6, and he likes. That's a good option. They're setting themselves up here. The Rabbits, a little 1-2. Sets up a chance here for Dylan Ford. Ford lowers his eyes, goes towards goal, and nails it. The Rabbits get this perfect start, just misses. 2-1-13. It's the Rabbits' first blemish. Campania 1 behind. As we approach the halfway mark of this opening quarter. Just feels like Campania haven't really been able to see.
Yeah, nice little kick, a little kick there from Elaine Grant. In fact, he's played on now. Stirs a go to Jolly Count. He's gone long for the goal. No, just pushed it.
Looks like that's going to have a licence for County for much of today, I think. It means that players have to be pretty aware of that over the course of the day, as Henderson sets himself towards goal. Ball starts a little bit left. Works back nicely, though. Really good finish from Henderson. The big fella gets Campania's first.
Absolutely, yeah, no, they're coming back hard, aren't they? The Mounties, sort of 3 in a row, sort of out of nowhere, and Ryan Sweet, I thought, was excellent.
Ford sets himself, kicks another fantastic finish from Dylan Ford. Plenty of composure and makes no mistake. The Rabbits get.
Obviously, just having a chat with Ryan. Young fellow plays thoroughly enjoying my time, but it's most likely I will. But yeah, obviously, we're focusing.
Fantastic win, a great game of football here in front of us at the moment. Bothwell with an opportunity to further extend their lead. The kick towards goal, just missing to the right-hand side. Opportunity
That's
there
quarter
for
time.
Bailey Chapman. So it's 3-3-21. Either goes begging there for Campania.
Feel free to
Cut the
the
margin
bars
to 10
open,
points.
the
I
They
canteen
just need to settle a little bit,
sausage
Campania.
sizzle,
I think quarter time can't come quick enough for them. I think Youngsters just needs
second quarter will start
to have a chance
anytime
and
now.
sort of
Difficult angle. Has to be a pretty good kick in the direction of Huxley. Punched over the line for a point. So they're starting to generate some opportunities now. Campania all scoring shots on the board as well. They're not going to capitalise as we tick into the final. Welcome back to the Campania Recreation Ground. The second quarter about to get underway in this semi-final between the Campania Wallabies and the Bothwell Rabbits. It's 1-5-11 Campania playing Bothwell 3-2-20. An absorbing opening to this game. The second quarter not too far away from kicking off. It's fantastic to have the president of the ODFA, Mr. Brian O'Reilly, up here in the commentary box with us. Brian, thank you for jumping up and congratulations again on another fantastic ODFA season. How have you seen today's action so far?
Well, first game was a classic game of ODFA football, and this one's starting out the same way. Hard, competitive, huge crowd, Anthony, and everything's going well so far.
Absolutely. It looks like the obviously first time Campania have hosted finals for a long period of time. We've had Tri-Bunna the last 2 years and Bothwell the year before that with our years of being on the live stream. It's great to be down here at Campania today. But yeah, the crowd numbers, you must be pretty happy with what you're seeing so far with the people coming in.
I think ODFA is well supported every week. Some of the crowds I've seen this year have just been fantastic, and all goes well for the future.
Okay, the round, Brian was here, round one. You remember back in April, but that was a very successful day. We had all 6 clubs here, of course, three games. Good way to kick off the season. Is it your personal view that maybe we do that again next year? What are your thoughts?
It is my personal view. It'll get voted on later on in the year, but everyone's been pretty positive of that. It evens the draw up with the competition we got now.
Yep, that's right. 15 rounds. So yeah, that's right. Have the first rounds as a neutral sort of game, so to speak, and then 14 games, 7 home, 7 away. So no, you're right. So look, it's been fantastic year, and yeah, I think the 6 teams have worked pretty well.
Yes, it has.
Chopping of the arm, free kick going the way there of Huxley. These 2 teams, Brian, have been the runaway so far this year, and they've been bloody hard to split all season. It's a fascinating game to unfold today, and a really interesting couple of weeks coming up.
Yeah, well, the night game early on was a draw, and then they've had one each, and percentage separated them at the end by 1.6%.
Pretty remarkable over the course of a season. It can be that tight. We're hopefully set for an absolute classic this afternoon. But I guess from your end, a year of change with obviously Campbelltown not being in the competition. So a year of change and transition. How have you? I'll get your thoughts just after this set shot on the season that's been, as Huxley never looked like it, unfortunately. Kicked straight into the bank, out of bounds on the full. But a year of transition. Brian, how have you seen this year of the ODFA?
Oh, we would have preferred Campbelltown didn't leave, but when they did, you've just got to make the most of it. And my goal is that we get 6 teams that are all competitive, and that takes a bit of doing, but the more competitive all our sides are, the better for the comp.
Another successful awards night earlier in the week as well, Brian. Got to see you presenting some awards all over my social media feed when I woke up on Tuesday morning. Another nice way to kind of round out the year that was.
I try to get in as many photos as I can, you know that.
I was going to say, we actually didn't even invite you to come up here to have a chat. You've just found your way to the microphone. But,
hey, I'm paying the bills.
No, very, very good.
Grand final in a couple of weeks' time, Brian. I'm hearing rumours of bagpipes. Can you
yes,
explain?
We've got, for the grand final, we've got bagpipes for the national anthem. We've got rummin up for the hour leading up to the start of the game. We've got junior football. And the other thing we're doing is drawing our mega raffle.
Can you give us some information on the mega raffle, Brian? What does that involve?
Through Maury Sports, we've had a raffle going for the second half of the year. This is 2 tickets to the AFL Grand Final, 3-day package, everything you'd want if you're going to go to the Grand Final in Melbourne, and it's drawn. Tickets are still available from clubs and the ODFA.
$20 a ticket, Brian. I think it's $9,000 worth of value. Is my understanding. So, yeah, I've certainly got a few, and any football punter that's keen on attending the AFL Grand Final, I suggest they get themselves a ticket over the next couple of weeks. So, yeah, clubs have it for another week, and then online, maybe sort of in the lead up to the Grand Final, and we'll try and sell a few on Grand Final day as well.
All that.
Great pressure there on the outer side from Campania.
We'll leave you to it.
No worries, Brian. Fantastic to see you, and hopefully we have another fantastic afternoon today and another big couple of weeks coming up as well. Congratulations on the season that was, and best of luck for the next couple of weeks.
And it's great to see you here, Oz, the number one caller in football in Tasmania.
Well, I don't get a gig for the Grand Final though, Brian, so you might have to have a chat to Tubes Taylor about that, but no.
Tubes who?
Appreciate your work.
See ya.
Thank you, Brian. Talk to you soon. Great to have Brian O'Reilly's company as Campania launch the ball towards goal. Bit of volleyball right on the boundary line, and it goes through for a minor score. A quick kick afterwards had Campania believing for a moment, but just a minor score. So Campania peppering the goal face at the moment.
They are, yep. Bothwell 3-2-20, Campania 1-6-12, so 8 points margin at the moment. And yeah, the scoring end appears to be the left-hand side of our screen, based on what we've seen so far in this game.
Yeah, no wind or breeze to speak of. It's certainly very wet underfoot. Ground's holding up pretty well, but certainly a little bit damp. That's probably the only real weather condition we can talk about. Well, ball taken there by Simon Bryant. Otherwise, fantastic day for footy.
Yeah, just sitting himself in the hole there, Bryant. Very clever. Forward. We don't keep stats, unfortunately, in these games, Oz, but I would be predicting he'd be up to north of 10 possessions already.
Yeah, he's had plenty of it, including 2 very important goals as well. Classy operator. As Campania look to set something up here. Fanning the ball out to Medhurst, who continues to fan it further wide. A chance here through Samuel Tubb to set something up. Tubbs urged just to drive the ball inside 50. That's what he does, looking for Huxley, not quite in the right position. Runners at ground level, numbers favouring Bothwell. Slap kick away. Doesn't really favour his teammates though, as Campania kicking the ball inside 50. A nice dinky kick and potentially some dealings after as well. Move the ball on quickly. And the mark's taken inside there by Reglione, who's of course played a fair bit of TSL football as well.
Kicked the goal after the siren here last year against the Mount Pleasant team. I think in the last roster game of the year. It was a famous goal. Second last roster game of the year, I should say, to basically keep them in the running for a final spot.
Tied up against the boundary line, Reglione gives it a fair old ride, but that one's punched over and out for a minor score. Potentially a throw in. Throw in it will be. So Campania with the chance here to lock it in. 9 scoring shots to 5. Feels like Campania have had a lot of opportunities. Bothwell have certainly been the cleaner side of the two so far. But chance here for the Wallabies to try and get something on the scoreboard. A bit of a helicopter punt out of defensive 50. Over and out for a throw in directly in front of us here on the broadcast side of the Campania Recreation Ground.
Great to have the umpires from AFL Tas here officiating today. Gary, to Gary Dunn and the team at AFL Tas, the ODFA very much appreciates the effort that the umpires division puts in to coming up to our games. Getting umpires to games can be a challenge, but this year has been exceptionally straightforward with Gary at the helm, and of course today we have AFL Tas boundary umpires and goal umpires. So yeah, that adds a level of professionalism to the games, which we thoroughly enjoy here.
Big shout out as well to Simon Bird and the TFUA. Do a fantastic job to all of our umpires. Business end of the season for them as well. The stoppage just in front of us once again. As you can see, a healthy crowd right along here. The canteen doing a roaring trade. Ball tapped down. players just scrapping in once again as the umpire will take it back. Just throwing his weight around there was Matthew Triffett.
I was talking to Todd Hill, who's sort of our competition manager / secretary treasurer, who was pretty buoyed by the crowd coming in. He's on the gates, of course, today, sort of taking payments and whatnot. So yeah, he was pretty positive based on the numbers he was seeing coming in.
So Wilson to go to battle against Caleb Main. Main just punched it down. County got the handball away. Here's an opportunity for Campania. It was Raglioni. Gets it over the top to Huxley. Huxley trying to get around the corner. Curling back, but not enough.
Looked to be going in. It must have just gone past
around the post.
Yeah, stuck around the post. It's pretty close. Huxley's had a few opportunities, under pressure a few times, but one will stick eventually, I'm sure.
So just peppering the goal face. The Wallabies, as you say, 1-8-14, plays Bothwell 3-2-20.
No one scoring shots to 5.
Played nearly 10 minutes in this quarter. They don't have a goal to show for it just yet. Now Bothwell, can they get one against the flow at the other end? They can't quite on this occasion. A good mark taken, and the Wallabies will now look to bound off half back. Fantastic punch, keeps the ball alive there for the Rabbits. Good stuff from Jack Jenkins, but he's infringed, so free kick will be taken by Palmer.
Yeah, just a little bit of infringement there as the two of them were running towards the ball after the spoils. It was a fantastic contest. Jenkins did well to get himself into it. Palmer looked to have it all wrapped up.
So Palmer to Dunn. Dunn to Malane Grant. Socks right up there for Malane Grant. That's a good kick inside 50 and just floating across. Tubb takes the mark. Chance here for the Wallabies.
This will square things up. If Tubby can square this one. I think he's back in the side this week. He didn't travel, didn't play against Mount Pleasant last week. So yeah, he's a handy in.
Angle won't be of an issue. Be kicking from just over 40 metres. Steady approach. Kicks on the way. He just turns his back, raises his hand, and the Wallabies get the first goal of the second quarter. And they draw level, finally, and the duck's broken. And an important goal there that they just had to get. Some reward for their territory and general play dominance to start this quarter.
100%, plenty of forward thrusts from them over the course really of this, since the game started, but not too much on the scoreboard. Their previous goal was a 50-metre penalty, so good work to them, and we'll see who takes the lead next.
Umpires just having a quick conversation, a bit of a 6-6-6 issue by the looks of it, so they'll just reset that. So we've just gone about 11 minutes in the second quarter. It's 2-8-20, plays 3-2-20.
A warning to Campania, I dare say, given the weak quite the right positions there.
Rogers got the ball off to Westcott. Competition B&F winner from earlier in the week. Westcott comes back in. Tries to just get a little bit of momentum, and tripping free kick going the way of Palmer. Palmer over the top. Nice little kick. Sets up a few opportunities now for Campania as they look to launch the ball inside 50. A shallow entry. A couple of Rabbits collide into each other. Ball now to win at ground level. Malane Grant skirting around the edges. Free kick spotted by the umpire out of his own. Going forward. Ford once again. He's had plenty of the football. 2 goals to his name.
Working very hard at half-back.
Ford straight up the middle. There's a lot of Wallabies to beat there. The Rabbits unable to do so on that occasion, but they'll win the ball back. The ball straight down the throat of Dylan Pearce. Pearce fans the ball out into the direction of Simon Bryant. Bryant sees something he likes short. Goes to Sokolski.
Yeah, there was a few weeks where Sokolski and Bryant both weren't playing for Bothwell, and they held on pretty well, to be honest, with their 2 co-captains not playing.
Outstanding defensive effort there from Andrew Henderson. Just got the fist in play. Didn't infringe, and now the Wallabies can create something. Bounding down the broadcast wing. Kick goes inside 50 and the mark's taken from Mullane Grant. Outstanding work. And it all started from the defensive efforts of Andrew Henderson. Magnificent.
Yeah, good team player there from the Wallabies. Julius Durko would be happy with that transition of play from defence up to the forward line.
Mullane Grant sets himself towards goal and nails it. Uncomplicated approach, makes no mistake. The Wallabies get another, and hats off to the defensive effort there of Henderson. Did a fantastic job not to infringe, and they're able to bound off half-back and create an opportunity.
55 goals Mullane Grant's kicked this year. That's his 56th. So, a really handy inclusion. Really, bolstering their forward half. Craig's been there for a few years now. Huxley joining as well has also helped a lot. So, they're pretty dangerous when they've got space to operate.
Certainly are. So Campania just starting to flex their muscle a little bit here. Made this one by one straight kick. Another ball up out of the Campania recreation ground. On the ruck able to get clear ascendancy there. Strong tackle laid. Medhurst came in over the top. Howard got the handball away. Nice little link-up play there with County. Howard kicking out in the direction. David Craig. Can't quite get there. Interesting kick there from
Trent Rogers.
They did well as they continue to move the ball down here. Bothwell. Strong link of hands. Just missed the last handball. Crucial stuff. Good pressure there from Campania. Swooping on was Medhurst. Little 1-2. Here's an opportunity for the Wallabies. Medhurst with his left boot. Finds Mullane Grant.
Put his body on the line there. Knew Ty Turner was coming hot, but just took the mark on the chest and took the hit and another shot on goal for Mullane Grant. He's second in a matter of minutes, basically.
He's a key figure inside 50 for the Wallabies. Has been all season. Chance here to extend the margin to two straight kicks. Similar angle as before, just a little bit further out, and he nails it again. Campania starting to get some momentum in this one. Fantastic finish from Mullane Grant, and the home crowd are up and about.
Would have practiced that at training, no doubts. Over the course of the year, those shots on goal, he looked very comfortable kicking the ball, sort of his body in the right spots, and as you say, they find themselves 2 goals ahead now.
Very good finish from Mullane Grant. And again, I guess the big difference for them in the last couple of minutes is they're actually making the most of their opportunities. So all of a sudden it's 12 scoring shots to 5 and a 12-point difference. Going into the last 9.5 minutes of this first half. Bothwell in need of a bit of a response here. Handball goes back. The handball over the top, just probably overcooking a little bit there was Matty Triffett. And now Medhurst can get involved once again. Good kick out wide. I reckon Medhurst starting to just deliver some crucial bits of play for the Campania Wallabies off half-back.
100%, Medhurst's only come back in over the last couple of weeks. I think he played the last 2 roster games after having sort of 10 or so games off due to injury, basically. So, they played the first 3 games of the year. So, great to have him back in the side, a real stalwart of the Campania team, and has been through a lot with the club. Be nice for him to see some success.
That's what they're aiming for this afternoon. Of course, a direct ticket to the grand final on the line for the winner. As Bothwell transition the ball inside 50. Players coming in from all angles. There's a Bothwell player just looking a little worse for wear and might get you to just keep an eye on that there. Chaplin, was it? Potentially?
Jaden Wilson. Young fella.
All of a sudden, Campania find themselves at half forward with Huxley. He's got Craig calling for the ball deep. Mullane Grant there too. This will be right on the edge of his range, you'd think. Kicking from probably 52 metres. Does he have it in his kit bag now?
It's a long way out. What's he going to kick from? 55, I would say.
He's going to back himself in, or at the very minimum, give it a fair old ride anyway.
James Shearing won't give him an inch.
Steady, methodical approach from Huxley. approaches the 50. Long kick on the way, always just to the near side.
Consistence.
4-9-33 the Wallabies, Bothwell 3-2-20. Watching the ODFA semi-final, the AFL Tas YouTube channel. Clumsy stuff inside defensive 50 there for Bothwell, opens the door. Grabbing the footy there was Westcott. High up and under kick, trying to find a target. Bothwell with some numbers. Turner links up there with Pearce. Go through the middle of the Campania recreation ground. Medhurst involved once again. Handball out in the direction of Howard. Here's an opportunity for Campania. Spearing kick. Oh, a couple of Bothwell players could raffle it between themselves. And raffle they did, but heavy collision off the ball. And it's going to be a free kick.
I think to Bothwell, it'll come back.
Yeah, so
I think there was...
just clattered into each other.
Yeah, it was a messy piece of play there in general. Players were running into each other. Not sure how the umpire plucked that one out, but he was obviously a lot closer than us.
Chaplin will take the ball. Almost just needs a minute or so just to calm things down here for Bothwell.
It's James Shearing, I think. Yeah, James Shearing.
Kick into the middle of the ground. Foster towards 50, coming in over the top. Umpires plucked a free kick there for high contact. So a chance here for Bothwell via Caleb Triffett.
Now, what are we on? We're on 97.
Triffett looking for his 98th goal, first of the afternoon. Yet to kick one. Hasn't had a lot of opportunity, it must be said.
No, correct.
So Caleb Triffett, the sharpshooter.
Yeah, there was one game he didn't kick a goal, and that was against Campania here when he was on his cousin, Braden Triffett. Yeah, every other game he has scored.
Fascinating battle between those two. Triffett from near the jeers of the Campania fans, but that doesn't bother him. Triffett kicks his first, his 98th of the year, and Bothwell get a very important goal. That's a fantastic finish from the Bothwell sharpshooter. He needed that one, and he's absolutely nailed it. Terrific finish from him. It's a difficult kick, but he did it with ease. Cuts the margin back to 7 points.
Brian just talking to security to see if we can organise some security for the ground.
100 watch is well and truly on.
100 watch comes around.
And he's been terrific all season, Caleb Triffett, and you just feel like he's going to have a big role to play over the course of this afternoon. Battle is going to be fascinating with Braden as we go back into the middle. No clean possession there, everyone just scrapping in after each other. Howard taken in a strong tackle. Just with a bit of composure there. Main.
Blake Main.
Kicks out in a little bit of space. Coming through the other way was Palmer. Just clean line at the football. Did pretty well there, then just got a little bit clumsy for him. Bothwell with some reinforcements. Handball's in. Intercepted there from Dry County. He's been busy.
Very busy. Yep, in the ruck. Getting himself involved in every contest.
Ball thrown up once again. Tap down. Now Bothwell drive the ball up towards half forward. A pretty clever gather and then chip towards the pocket in the Sokolski direction. Tries to protect the space, pounces back like a cat to his feet. Does pretty well, feeds it back there to Kennedy, who drives the ball towards goal, but he has a target there for him. And lining up for goal will be Ford.
Yep.
Takes the mark. Sokolski did a great job to get back onto his feet and feed the ball out to Kennedy.
Yeah, very smart just to concede a bit of ground there to Kennedy and the trot and then kick it in and Tyler Ford pretty easy mark in the end.
And a great finish as well. So just like that, Bothwell go bang bang, and the complexion of this game changes a little bit once again.
It does. It does. Just goes to show the quality of these two teams and how you can't rest on your laurels, especially against either of these teams. And Campania now just with a slender 1 point margin, 2 minutes to go. Sorry, 2.5 to go.
49-33 plays 5-2-32. Good to see a lot of the Tribunna faithful stuck around. I'm sure a lot of Mount Pleasant people are still here as well. Of course, Tribunna keeping an eager eye on this one. They'll play the loser of this game next weekend. The winner straight through to the grand final in a fortnight's time.
Yep, Oaklands, 1:30. Yeah, this game's starting slightly later than players would be used to. Roster games do start at 1:30, whereas this starts at 2. So, the day will go a bit longer for what players are used to, basically.
Some clever stuff in the ruck there from County, but doesn't quite work out in favour of Campania as Bothwell drive the ball towards half forward. Players just scrapping in everywhere. Holding free kick's been spotted going the way of the Wallabies.
Traditional times like they, you'd say, 2 o'clock on a Saturday with football, and without a reserves competition, it does make it easy to have it a bit earlier, or to start games a bit earlier. But I do know there was some very early discussions about reserves football at our meeting on Monday night, so just keep an eye out for that.
Well, inside attacking 50 now for Bothwell. Triffett casts the ball under his spell, does a good job, kicks it. Bouncing ball, bit of a chaos ball towards the goal square. Sokolski hunting that ball down, unable to get there in time. Medhurst just pulls his kick brilliantly and finds Ben Sinnott. About to go into the last minute of this opening half. Sinnott.
Braden Darce.
Yeah, finds Dart. Now they're off to the races. Handball, a little too much there for Medhurst. Medhurst now turning tackler. Does really well, doesn't infringe. It's Campania continue to surge the ball. They can still sniff there's a chance here to hit the scoreboard. County scraps away, lays a second tackle. Cries of deliberate. The umpire says throw in. I feel like the umpire just enjoyed the drama of that decision a little bit as well.
Bull does love a bit of drama, and he does very much like making the final call.
Just delayed his decision beautifully. I loved it. As we tick into the final 30 seconds of this term, the ball's at the right end for Campania. Bothwell just look to get this ball out of the area. They do so, even if it is just temporarily. Jordan Dunn picks the ball off the ground. 15 seconds left. Still time here for Bothwell if they can get their hands on the football. Hot hands over the top there finds Henderson. Henderson with a loopy ball. Wallabies just trying to get themselves out of immediate danger. They look to have just done that, although probably not the most fashionable way. Ball goes out to the outer side of the ground as the seconds tick by. And the siren will just about sound on the opening half in the nick of time for Bothwell. Half time in this semi-final, the Wallabies 49-33 lead Bothwell 5-2-32. Fascinating game of football, full of twists and turns. We're a half in, and we're probably no closer to working out who's going to win this one, Nick Finlay.
Spot on. 1 point up Campania are. You could almost put there maybe a home ground advantage. There is nothing in this game. Campania, though, of course, with 14 scoring shots to Bothwell's 7, which does tell a story in itself. So we'll see what Campania can do sort of in the second half in regards to that. And fascinating stuff.
Absolutely. So for Campania, 2 goals to Thomas Mullane Grant, singles to Samuel Tubb and to Andrew Henderson. For Bothwell, 2 to Dylan Ford, and singles to Tyler Ford, Jacob Wigg and Caleb Triffett, who's 13. Moved to 98 for the season. So
13 scoring shots, I should say there, 13 to 7.
That's right, no worries at all. So we'll take a break here in commentary. A big second half coming up. Of course, a big thanks to ODFA sponsors, Harrison Agents, Bennett's and Maury's Tours. Said we'll take a short break here. It's a 1 point margin with a half to play. Huge second half coming up. We'll be back with you soon. It goes through for a minor score. A quick kick afterwards had Campania believing for a moment, but just a minor score. So really favour his teammates though, as Campania kicking the ball inside 50. Nice dinky kick and potentially some dealings after as well. Move the ball on quickly. The mark's taken inside. Here's an opportunity for Campania as Raglioni gets it over the top to Huxley. Huxley trying to get around the corner, curling back, but not enough.
Looked to be going in. It must have just gone past
around the post.
Yeah, it's all wrapped up.
So Palmer to Dunn. Dunn to Mullane Grant. Sox Right up there for Lane Ground. That's a good kick inside 50 and just floating across.
Tubby.
Tub of an issue. Be kicking from just over 40 metres. Steady approach. Kicks on the way. He just turns his back, raises his hand, and the Wallabies get the first goal of the second quarter. Fist in play. Didn't infringe, and now the Wallabies can create something. Bounding down the broadcast wing. Kick goes inside 50, and the mark's taken from Lane Grant. Outstanding work. And it all started,
Transition of play from defence up to the forward line.
Lane Grant sets himself towards goal and nails it. Uncomplicated approach, makes no mistake. Handball, crucial stuff. Good pressure there from Campania. Swooping on was Medhurst. Little 1-2. Here's an opportunity for the Wallabies. Medhurst with his left boot finds Lane Grant.
Yeah, put his body on the line there.
And the margin to 2 straight kicks. Similar angle as before, just a little bit further out, and he nails it again. Campania starting to get some momentum. Bothwell player just looking a little worse for wear and might get you to just keep an eye on that there. Chaplin, was it, potentially?
Jaden Wilson. Young.
All of a sudden, Campania find themselves at half forward with Huxley. It's got Craig calling for the ball deep. Methodical approach from Huxley. Approaches the 50. Long kick on the way, always just to the near side. Consistence. 49-33 the Wallabies. Bothwell.
Yeah, every other game he has scored.
Fascinating battle between those two. Triffett. You hear the jeers of the Campania fans, but that doesn't bother him. Triffett kicks his first, his 98th of the year. Pocket in the Sokolsky direction. Tries to protect the space, pounces back like a cat to his feet. Does pretty well, feeds it back there to Kennedy, who drives the ball towards goal, but he has a target there for him. And lining up for goal.
Yeah, the trots, and then kick it in, and Tyler Ford, pretty easy mark in the end.
And a great finish as well. So just like that, Bothwell go bang bang, and the complexion of this game changes a little bit.
I nearly hope he can. I reckon it's nearly better if he is. Because I can start going over. That'll be on that go and do the thing for it, and then just put our names in it. I won't cop that, mate. I'm not going to cop that. They all do it. I do it myself, and I just go and pass. When they go. All right. Yeah, well, I've done it out every other time. You don't have to. I'm fucking up. Apparently, we've got a court, but we can do it there now.
Welcome back to the ODFA semi-final live stream on the AFL Taz YouTube channel. Anthony Osborne and Nick Finlay bringing you all the action here. Second half coming up between Campania and Bothwell in this huge clash that will see the winner get a direct ticket through to the ODFA Grand Final in a fortnight's time. The Wallabies lead this one 4-9-33 to Bothwell 5-2-32. An absorbing opening half, and if we have anything like that in the second, we're set for a grandstand finish as Campania quickly move the ball through the middle. Braden Dart heavily involved. Ball just bouncing around. Dart once again tries to get his handball on. Chopped off there by Jetson. Ball just surging forward with no real clear possession. Bothwell needing to defend. Big tackle laid and high contact is the umpire's call, so the Rabbits will get a clean possession in their back pocket. Kick out in the direction of Ford. Clever little handball over the top. Brings in his teammate there in Blake Main, who retreats a little bit of ground. Howard takes the intercepting mark. Does well, does Brodie Howard. Busy in that first quarter particularly. He now pumps the ball inside 50. Sees a target he likes and he makes no mistake.
Sturziger, I think, yeah. Julian Sturziger, the coach there. Yeah, good grab with a couple of Bothwell players there either side of him. Likes to kick a goal, Stirs.
Really good mark and kick there from Howard as well. So Sturziger, we saw him take a mark, similar angle earlier in the game and dish the ball off. Chance here for him to get a quick early goal for Campania. He makes no mistake. The Wallabies go bang to start the second half.
Yeah, good start. Yeah, there was a bit of a lull really as the game started. Everyone was sort of just wondering where the game would go, and Campania have put their foot down straight away, which is what they sort of did early in the first quarter too. Sort of the play was down their end for the first few minutes. So yeah, they've come out strong.
Yeah, the ball's just surged forward with really no clean possession. It was an interesting start to the term, but yeah, really good stuff there from Howard to take the intercepting mark, and Sturziger makes absolutely no mistake whatsoever. So Campania, with the start they would have been talking about in the sheds, they lead by 7 points. Goal within the first couple of minutes of this second half. Punch in the middle. Buys a little bit of meterage. Now cutting back inward is Simon Kennedy. Sees something he likes. Can't quite complete it. Good defensive pressure there from Campania. A little bit of space in front of him was Wigg. Wallabies with some numbers around the football now. Umpire just lets it roll on. Henderson wrapped up. Scrapping away at ground level once again is Wigg. Sokalski involved, as you'd expect, once again. Spending a lot of time forward of centre today, Jamie Sokalski.
Absolutely, yeah. Wigg there, the best and fairest winner for Bothwell, which they had after their last game last week against Woodsdale. Bouncing ball towards us on the broadcast side, off the boot, over and out for a throw in.
A little disappointed with the outcome was Corey Jetson, but no harm done. Directly in front of us on the live stream. Sorry, Lenny.
Yeah, you're right, mate. Yeah, no, Caleb Wilton there in the ruck with Caleb Main. Caleb Main, of course, the best affairs under 21 winner last year. He's had another superb season for the Rabbits.
Outside of the boot with that kick, but only as far as Jordan Dunn. Dunn moves it on pretty quickly to County, who's been one of Campania's best. He kicks that ball straight into the noggin of Simon Bryant. Works out okay. Ball now in the middle of the ground. Ford shirks one would-be tackler. Ball goes over the top. Jenkins. So he scrapped the ball inside 50. Could be an interesting bounce. Navigating his way through there was Jaden Harris. Pressure now coming in from Bothwell. Emerging with the football with a snapping kick towards goal with a bouncing ball just missing there. That was Dylan Pearce. Through for a minor score.
Yeah, very clever footballer, Dylan Pearce.
Straight down the middle. Good kick. Finds Jordan Dunn. Dunn happy to move it on quickly. Nathan's dart. Down to the Braden variety. Out and finds Huxley. Huxley moves the ball on the direction of Mullane Grant, who's been worked off the football. Free kick spotted. Bothwell fans aren't happy about that at all. But Mullane Grant with ball in hand, just in front of the fire pits here on the broadcast side. Huxley floats back and takes the mark on his chest. Good work rate there from Huxley. Involved earlier on, just worked his way inside 50. Bobbed up in the right spot.
I'm enjoying the battle between Mullane Grant and Ty Turner. They're both hard nuts at it. Bit of experience there. Happy to throw their bodies around a little bit, and fascinating little duel there.
So Dylan Huxley giving himself a long runway here.
He's just about on the Colbrook Road there.
He's giving himself as much room to move as possible. It's going to have to be a very good kick. Not much breeze to speak of. Huxley. He's been heavily involved, yet to kick a major. Right boot. Kick is on the way, always to the far side. Ball still alive and in action. Moving there was Mullane Grant. Up and under kick, right to the line. Hits the upright, minor score. 7 points of difference in favour of the Wallabies.
Yeah, no wind advantage at all. You could drop a leaf and it would fall straight to the ground.
It's good for finals footy, isn't it? Really see these two teams pit against each other. Pure footy. Fantastic day of ODFA if you're just tuning in. Cracking game. It was game one with Tribunna surviving a late scare to overcome Mount Pleasant. End of the season for the Mounties. The Roos are bound on and will take on the loser of today's game next week at Oatlands. The winner of that game will then meet the winner of this one in the grand final the following week at the same venue. Holding the footy as the umpire's call.
Yeah, Tribunna played in the prelim final last year, which they really didn't want to be playing in after their shock second semi-final loss last week. So yeah, they're playing again in that game, and yes, it'll be one of these two teams they come up against.
Raglione involved from half-back there. I feel like he's one of those players that can turn a game very quickly if you get some drive off half-back. So ball to be thrown in, just a bit of a lull over the last minute or so. Double-fisted there from Main towards the line. Pumping up that ball there will be Braden Dart. He's getting involved pretty heavily to start this second half. Medhurst drives the ball inside 50. Sees David Cragg, can't quite get it to him. He keeps his feet, scrapping away. Some numbers now in support, but emerging with the football and having a flying shot was Samuel Tubb, but only just sneaks it in for a minor score.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there from Tubby, but under a fair bit of pressure there.
Just got some live wires up there, don't they, Campania? And ball does hit ground. Even players like your Lane Grant and your Cragg, they're going to continue to scrap away, aren't they?
Yep, spot on.
So Sokolski has the ball at half back now. Prime mover, not a great kick at all. Straight to Raglione, who pumps the ball inside 50 in the direction of Huxley. Caught at the back, unable to get there. Now come the runners. Umpires spotted some high contact, and it's going to go the way of David Cragg, I think.
I think you're right. Yep. With the
and he's going to be marched to the line as well. So Bothwell be pulling their hair out with that. A fair chance of a goal now becomes an absolute Monty. And the Wallabies going to extend this lead to beyond 10 points. No mistake. Over the goal netting. Straight onto Culbrook Road. The Wallabies, they get a crucial goal and just some ill discipline there from Bothwell. And to be honest, some poor skill execution exiting D50 cost them.
Absolutely, yeah, 14 points up now, I think Campania are. And yeah, pretty much all the plays been down to the right-hand side of the ground in this third quarter. So, yeah, Bothwell need to get a wriggle on and, get themselves back in the game a bit.
Absolutely. So, Wallabies, the home fans, absolutely love that one. 6-11-47, plays 5-3-33. Looks like there's been another potential infringement. Bit of confusion going on here.
I can only see 5 Campania defenders. So
free kick going the way of the Bothwell Rabbits. So pumping the ball inside 50 there, Caleb Main. Ball spills out the back. Henderson is going to be first to it. Taps the ball on. Needing to hold up under immense pressure. The Rabbits surging towards the line here. Mopping up with ball in hand, Raglioni. Pumps the ball to true centre-half back. Main comes in one way. Ball now spills out the back. County's going to mop it up, but there's been an umpire's whistle. Umpire lets that roll on as advantage, I think, or are they going to bring it back?
Could have been advantage, but yeah, Bull wasn't really interested in calling the advantage, so yeah, I don't think John County knew what to do there, but anyway, it'll come back. Caleb Woodton will take the kick.
So Wilson into the middle. Opportunity here. Westcott involved. Gets it off. Raglioni surging the ball forward. Meets Ford heavily. Raglioni wraps him up. Another stoppage.
Yeah, the winner, of course, straight through to the grand final. Campania haven't been in a grand final since 2019. So, yeah, before the COVID off year that we had. So, yeah, Bothwell, of course, were in it last year and won the flag, beating Tribunna by 10 points.
Remarkable end of season last year, wasn't it, with Bothwell?
Yep.
Real fairy tale for them throughout the final series.
Absolutely. Yeah, to finish second and then win the second semi and then the grand final against Tribunna. It was amazing.
And for Campania, the last time they tasted senior premiership success was a long time ago, the 1960s, I believe. So they've got obviously a lot of work to do before they can get there, but I'm sure that's just something that's incredibly attractive to them, will create some history. It's a proud club.
That's a good mark. Tyler Ford just fell into his lap there as he was falling.
Very good grab from Ford. He's had plenty of it, but he's looked lively whenever it's been in his vicinity. Good kick out into a little bit of space. Here's an opportunity. Tied up against the pocket outside of the boots. Low percentage shot. And in the end, misses.
Kennedy, I think, on the snapshot.
So 13 points the difference in favour of the home side. Urge to go the broadcast side. County's going to be the target. Good pressure there applied there from Dylan Pearce. And the ball rolls over and out. Jeremy Palmer thereabouts as well. Just in front of the Campania interchange bench. Ball thrown in. Wrapped up immediately was Ben Sinnott. County, on in pursuit of this football. Does pretty well, cleared some room for Medhurst, who just kicks down the line, but into a pack of rabbits. Tied up against the line. Palmer was on the outside, and then laying the tackle was Trent Rogers to see that ball over and out.
Still a very good crowd here, Oz. I must say, just looking out this way here towards sort of the outer wing there. I don't think too many people have gone home even from the first game.
No, absolutely terrific to see. Great community day is this, one of the highlights of the footy calendar. Awkward landing, but a great mark taken there from Dunn. Just pure attack at the footy. He's got Henderson on short if he wants it, and that's where he goes. Andrew Henderson played a good game. It's the big man. Goes in short to Medhurst, stalwart of this club. Hurst has Henderson off the back. He doesn't go there. Instead, goes in the direction of Huxley, who does pretty well gathering it, then just hacks it on his left boot. Up and under kick towards half forward. Punched away towards the line. I'm pretty content to see it over there with a pair of Ben Sinnott and Dylan Pearce. So, just feels the game's just simmering at the moment. Nothing outrageous happening. Two teams just trying to wrestle and gain the upper hand.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's probably going to go down to the wire, I think. So, it's, I think each team, but just going through the motions in this third quarter, knowing full well that the last quarter is really when each team needs to run it out, basically.
Jacob Wiggs straight through the middle of the ground. Ball bounces off the chest of the intended target. Dunn there involved. Clever little slap on. Players just losing their footing a little bit here. Call second game of the day. Just a couple of patches of the ground. A little worse for wear. Howard, fantastic. Cleanliness from him. Driving the ball in the direction of Huxley. Silver service from Howard. And great lead up from the big man as well. Does the unselfish thing. Spots a teammate in space. And it's his coach in Sturzicat.
No harm in passing the ball to your coach to kick a goal, is there? He'll, good spot there. Had plenty of space. Great view here from our spot in the truck. The Tea Tree freight truck, as we've plugged it a few times today, thanks to Robin Howlett.
Sturzicat drives that ball towards goal and just sneaks it in. Salutes the pavilion. And Campania get a much needed goal. Good finish there from Sturzicat. They extend the advantage. And Brodie Howard's just coming to the fore of this game in recent minutes.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's very good outcome there. The Campania now really sort of stretching away a bit there. 19 points the margin. So, yeah, we're very fortunate here to be joined in our commentary position here with another special guest for the day. Brodie Johnston has been kind enough to lend us his time. G'day, Brodie. How are you finding the game?
Thanks for having me, boys. It's tight. It's physical. Everything that you expect for a first final, mate. The boys are holding up pretty strong at the moment, but we've got a long way to go.
It's been incredibly hard to split the two teams over the course of the year. It's pretty exciting to have these two teams playing on a good day for footy. No wind advantage to speak of. It's just good pure ODFA football, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The skill level's quite high as well. It's not push footy anymore. It's we've got some really good players on both teams, and we're very fortunate that if we put our best foot forward and we play our best footy, hopefully, who knows what the future holds.
Absolutely. Brodie, your year, you've had a pretty up and down sort of year for those, I guess, for those people watching online that maybe don't know your story. What's tell us about the year and the things you've been faced with.
So played the first 2 games of the year and was diagnosed with cancer, stage 3 melanoma. So that's been my middle part of the year. Trying to get that sorted. Treatment at the moment is it's every day. It's full on. It's not nice, but it's something that we've got to get through. The football club, the ODFA community, just with the fundraisers that have been happening. We're just so grateful for everybody that's helped out, that's donated. The Bothwell Footy Club for their donation the other week of their match payments. The Mount Pleasant had a raffle last week for me, and obviously our football club, we raised close to $24,000 with a raffle that went viral pretty much.
Yep.
People that I don't even know were messaging me donations, money. It's just we're just so thankful, we can't thank everyone enough for their kind generosity, pretty much.
Well said. Look, the whole ODFA community and football in general, sort of in the States, are right behind you. We can't sort of fathom sort of what it's like to be, I guess, in your shoes. But thanks for allowing the ODFA to actually be a part of it and to help the cause.
As I said, we're just so thankful for everything that everyone's done. I don't want people to feel sorry for me, but I just want to get the word out there that it could happen to anyone. I was fit, healthy, 35-year-old that this is just the challenge that we've been faced. So without the support of the community and the ODFA, I wouldn't be here today. So I just want to say thanks to everyone that's donated, and yeah, everyone's just so kind and loving. And sometimes footy just comes second with things like this, and yeah, we're just so thankful, mate. So thanks for having me on, and I appreciate it.
Good on you, mate. Well spoken.
Thanks, Brody.
And, yeah, right behind you.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
boys.
Brody.
Cheers.
Thank you. Great to have Brody with us. Fantastic to see the way that the club and the community have gotten around one of their favourite sons. So great for Brody to jump out and have a couple of minutes with us. He's been very active up and down the boundary line for much of this game, and he probably didn't like what he just saw there with Bothwell hitting the scoreboard through Nathan Eisel. We greatly appreciate him jumping on, and I'm sure if you want to find out any more information about how to support Brody and his family, I'm sure if you follow the ODFA on social media and the Campania Football Club, you'll be able to see how to do that as well.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's great that he's remained so heavily involved in the club. You know, we just saw him then, literally running back to the interchange bench there to sort of help the team out. He's an assistant coach whilst he hasn't been playing, and yeah, his insights and everything from the other side of the boundary line is greatly appreciated by Campania, I'm sure. So yeah, no, a great clubman, and we wish him all the very best.
I think the thoughts of the entire Tasmanian football community well and truly behind Brody. Just continues his battle. Thoughts with him and his family and the broader community, but out there in the football at the moment, Campania leading this one by 13 points, 7-11-53. Bothwell 6-4-40. That was a crucial goal there for Bothwell, just keeping them within striking distance as we approach the last 5 minutes or so in this third quarter. Ball on the outer side of the ground. Good mark taken. Chance here for Huxley to turn and go. Drives the ball inside 50. Not quite in the right position was Mullane Grant, but he made a good contest of it. David Cragg there as well. Mullane Grant going back a second time, unable to complete it. Spiralling kick into the middle of the ground. Dunn takes the mark unopposed.
He's taking some good marks in this third quarter, Dunny. He's been very important. Stopping lots of Bothwell forward thrusts.
Players just throwing themselves from all angles at the moment, just desperately trying to will their side into possession. Mark taken in the middle of the ground there by Kieran Rogers. He goes inside 50. Bit of a cruel bounce, keeps the ball alive, slapped along the ground. The umpire spotted a free kick, and it's going to go the way of the Rabbits. And a 50-metre penalty as well, some remonstration. So these are the sorts of things that can really open the door for a team.
John County just coming off there for a bit of a rest. Don't think he's injured, but just came straight off. Caleb Wilton on for Campania.
Mark taken there by Braden Chaplin. Drives the ball inside 50, players flying, including Tyler Ford, but at ground level. Ball gathered, flying shot towards goal, missing to the left-hand side. So Bothwell go to 6-6, Campania 7-11. 4 and change to go in this third quarter.
I think we have a very exciting fourth quarter coming up here in the second semi-final.
That's a big kick.
ODFA.
Sorry, Nick. Big kick out of D50. Chopped off there by Jaden Wilton, who drives the ball to the goal line. Tyler Ford!
Easy as you like.
Ford gets his second. A great effort there from Wilton. Cut the ball off. And the Rabbits are up and about at the moment. 2 very big goals in the context of this third quarter.
Yeah, that cuts the margin back to, I think, is that 7 points now? Can't quite see the scoreboard there. 6 points, actually.
One straight kick.
One straight kick. So, yeah, 3 minutes to go. We haven't strayed too far from the half-time margin, really. So, yeah, this is going to be an absolute nail-biter. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, full credit to Bothwell. They just continue to scrap away. Again, I know it wasn't a direct cause of it, but some new discipline at one end of the ground. Ends up in a goal at the other. 7-11 plays 7-5 with 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Medhurst just overruns the football slightly. Now coming in trying to mop things up. Absorbs the pressure of the tackle. Umpire will take it back. Fantastic atmosphere here at Campania. Make him a recommendation over the next 2 weeks to get out to some ODFA football. Back-to-back weeks in Oatlands for the preliminary final and the grand final. Just one of the great football competitions. Fantastic atmosphere every single week, particularly when you've got a double header like today. Great venue here in Campania as well. As the ball's thrown up. Palmer turns tackler. Bottom of the pack there was Mitchell Ford.
Bothwell coach Bradley Chaplin, absolute superstar of the competition. He has provides great insight when I speak to him each week doing the media reports and things. So he's taken Bothwell to 3 premierships, so 2017, 2018 and 2024 last year, of course. So he'll be very keen to see his sides make the grand final again, and aim for a 4th flag for himself and the team.
Data should say, emerges with the football. Free kick goes in the direction of Mullane Grant. Just takes the mark despite the pressure applied from Ty Turner. Mullane Grant too strong in the end, takes a good mark. Already has 2 goals to his name. They came in quick succession in that second quarter.
He's a quality player, I think. Don't quote me on this, but I think he kicked 126 goals for Bright last year in the Victorian sort of country league, Ovens and Murray, I think. So, absolute quality player.
Mullane Grant, approach towards goal. Just hitting the post. Flush in the end. Dead straight from the moment it left the boot. Just wasn't quite right angle. So, that takes the margin to beyond 1 straight kick. 7-12-54 to 7-5-47. Ball will be brought back. So 40 seconds left in this third quarter. And this game well and truly up for grabs. We're set for a grandstand finish across quarter number 4. Game could easily go either way. Ball out towards the broadcast side. Ball cuts back in. Chance here for Campania. If they juggle the mark, they do there through Raglioni. He has a big boot on him and he's going to take his time. 15 seconds left. Raglioni's going to back himself in. At his absolute peak, this was well and truly within his range, Nicholas Raglioni. He's going to back himself in. As you said, he's had some big kicks for this club in key moments. And back in his TSL days too, it was a lethal kick for goal. Of course, he's going to have to stick to his line. If he wants to get any extra distance, they have to be very careful.
Siren there for 3/4 time. After the siren.
So Nicholas Raglioni, 7 points the margin so far to extend the lead for Campania. Makes a pretty good fist of it, but just misses to the right-hand side, a minor score. So 8 points it will be at the final turn. 7-13-55, Bothwell 7-5-47. We're set for a cracking finish to this one, Nick Finlay. Another terrific quarter of football between these two teams, and as it has been for much of this season, we still don't quite know which of these teams is going to reign supreme.
That's right, 8 points is nothing in the context of the game between these two sides. So, very exciting final quarter coming up, and one team will advance to the grand final. Will that be at the final siren, or will we be playing some extra time? We'll just have to wait and see.
Who knows? Cracking finish coming up regardless. So Campania, Sturzica with 2 goals, 2 to Mullane Grant as well, singles to Tubb, to Cragg and to Henderson. While for Bothwell, we've got 2 to Tyler Ford, 2 to Dylan Ford, and singles to Isel Wigg and Caleb Triffett and Caleb Main, who's still stuck on 98 goals for the season. We'll take a break here on the AFL Tas YouTube channel live stream, thanks to ODFA sponsors Harrison Agents, Bennett's and Maury's Tours. So we'll take a short break now. Final quarter coming up next. Don't go anywhere. This is set to be a cracker. First quarter particularly. He now pumps the ball inside 50, sees a target he likes, and he makes no mistake.
Sturzica, I think, James.
Or even take a mark. Similar angle earlier in the game and dish the ball off. Chance here for him to get a quick early goal for Campania. He makes no mistake. The Wallabies go bang to start the second half. Well, emerging with the football with a snapping kick towards goal with a bouncing ball just missing there. That was Dylan Pearce for a minor score.
Yeah, very clever footballer, Dylan Pearce.
Straight down the middle, good kick, free kick spotted. Bothwell fans aren't happy about that at all. But Mullane Grant with ball in hand, just in front of the fire pits here on the broadcast side. Huxley floats back and takes the mark on his chest. Good work rate there to the far side. Ball still alive and in action. Moving there was Mullane Grant, up and under kick, right to the line. Hits the upright, minor score. 7 points of difference in favour of the Wallabies. Cragg can't quite get it to him. He keeps his feet. scrapping away. Some numbers now in support, but emerging with the football and having a flying shot was Samuel Tubb, but only just sneaks it in for a minor score.
Yeah,
Monty and the Wallabies going to extend this lead to beyond 10 points. No mistake, over the goal netting, straight onto Culbrook Road. The Wallabies, obviously a lot of work to do before they can get there, but I'm sure that's just something that's incredibly attractive to them, will create some history. It's a proud club.
that's a good mark. Tyler Ford just fell into his lap there as he was falling.
Very good grab from Ford. Plenty of it, but he's looked lively whenever it's been in his vicinity. Good kick out into a little bit of space. Here's an opportunity. Tied up against the pocket outside of the boots. Low percentage shot. And in the end, misses.
Kennedy, I think.
Here. Of course, second game of the day. Just a couple of patches of the ground. A little worse for wear. Howard, fantastic. Cleanliness from him. Driving the ball in the direction of Huxley. Silver service from Howard. And great lead up from the big...
As we've plugged it a few times today, thanks to Robin Howlett.
Sturzica drives that ball towards goal and just sneaks it in. Salutes the pavilion. And Campania.
The raffle that went viral pretty much.
Yep.
People that I don't even know were messaging me, donations, money. It's just, yeah, we're just so thankful. And yeah, we can't thank everyone enough for their kind generosity, pretty much. Yeah.
Behind you, we can't sort of fathom sort of what it's like to be, I guess, in your shoes. But yeah, thanks for allowing the ODFA to actually be a part of it and to help the cause.
As I said, we're just so thankful.
By Braden Chaplin. Drives the ball inside 50, players flying, including Tyler Ford, but at ground level. Ball gathered, flying shot towards goal, missing to the left-hand side. So Bothwell go to 6-6, Campania 7 semi-final. That's a big kick.
ODFA.
Sorry, Nick, big kick out of D50, chopped off there by Jaden Wilton, who drives the ball to the goal line. Tyler Ford!
Easy as you like.
Ford gets his second, a great... Data should say, emerges with the football. Free kick, goes in the direction of Mullane Grant. Just takes the mark, despite the pressure applied from Ty Turner. Mullane Grant too strong in the end.
League, he's in Murray, I think. So, yeah, absolute quality player.
Mullane Grant.
I'm not sure I can.
It's just 1 quarter to play in this ODFA semi-final between the top two, Campania and Bothwell. At this stage, just a slight margin between these two teams. 8 points of difference. 7-13-55 Campania, Bothwell 7-5-47. Anthony Osborne and Nick Finlay bringing you this final quarter on the AFL Taz YouTube channel. Thanks to ODFA sponsors Harrison Agents, Bennett's and Morey's Tours. As we get things underway in this final term in the middle of the ground, Maine climbs over the top and wins the tap down. Loopy handball there in the direction of Tubb. Just interfered with. Umpire out of zone has spotted something downfield. Looks like Palmer dealt with off the ball, so a free kick will be paid downfield, I'd imagine, for Campania. Looks to be in a fair bit of trouble there, Jeremy Palmer.
Yeah, looks a bit uncomfortable.
A few little remonstrations going on. It's going to be downfield free kick, and it's in the hands of David Cragg. Not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah,
all eyes were at the other end of the field, weren't they?
It totally was. Yeah, it must have been cleaned up after he kicked it.
Staying out there though, Palmer. Well, even then, I think they were a fair way off where the ball was, so it's interesting. Anyway, David Cragg with ball in hand has an opportunity here to get Campania off to a rapid start to the final term. Sinks his boot into it. Gun barrel straight. He salutes the crowd. Raises his gloved fist, and Campania, like they did in the third term, off to a flight.
Yep, second goal there to David Cragg. Yeah, great high kick. Was always looked to be going in. Great start by them. Campania 8-13-61 to Bothwell 7-5-47. So It's a good start to Campania.
Good to see Palmer still out there, so whatever it was wasn't too serious. We'll keep an eye on that. But some real discipline there from Bothwell. Not what they would have wanted from the three-quarter time address, I'm sure. So go back into the middle. Quick start from Campania. How can Bothwell respond? Margin out to 14 points. Strong tackle laid, a couple of wallabies there, and the umpire says that's high. So the locals don't enjoy that at all, and some tempers flaring off the ball. Meanwhile in play, lovely delivery to the sharpshooter Caleb Main.
Triffett.
Triffett, I should say.
Yep.
Got too excited with the Caleb's. So Caleb Triffett with ball in hand. He has one goal so far.
So he's on 98 goals at the moment. Caleb Triffett, this will put him to 99.
Fantastic season so far from the Bothwell focal point. Chance here to edge closer. A couple of players presenting short for him. I don't think that was ever in the offing. So he crosses the paint of 50. Kick on the way from Triffett is a bit of a shocker. Out of bounds on the full. Doesn't trouble the scorers. And he's let known about it as well there by his direct opponent, Braden Triffett. So cousins, I believe.
Cousins, I believe, yes. Yep, in the family.
Fantastic little byproduct in that matchup today. So Campania exit defensive 50. Kicking in the direction there of Caleb Wilson, unable to take the mark against the line. Strong tackle laid. Bothwell keep the ball in play. Short dinky kick in is a good one. Finding Shearing. Umpire blowing the whistle for something there.
They're just having a chat, are they? Tubby seems to be...
Huxley just calming him down, isn't he?
Looks like a blood rule there, I think. Who's that coming off? Is that Simon Kennedy, I think, coming off?
Yeah.
Jacob
Wigg it is.
Sorry, Wigg. Pardon me.
Wigg coming off the ground. But yeah, it looks like Huxley just went over to Tubb just to try and calm him down a little bit as well. So, anyway, back in play. The two number 6s there. Sturziker on the mark. And with ball in hand, it's James Shearing, who's asked to go back again. Quite the anticlimax. Sokolski looping up around the back. That's where he eventually goes. Sokolski doesn't make great contact with it at all. But fantastic defensive pressure there from Bothwell. Earned the footy back. Shearing looks to move it on quickly. Kicks it to the hot spot. Players everywhere, but lining up and taking the mark was Palmer.
Yeah, good to see Palmer back being reasonably comfortable in playing.
Just felt like Shearing then probably didn't have to rush that. He could have taken his time.
Correct. I think that sand patch there, just behind Jack Jenkins, I think might have had something to do with that kick from Sokolski.
Yeah. Dunn goes short, has Medhurst.
Works really hard to get the position. Sam Medhurst.
Great runner, isn't he, Sam Medhurst? Excellent runner. So he goes down the line. Huxley's there, so too Main, so too Sokolski. Bouncing off the tackle really well there was Sturziker. Players converging in. That's great attack of the football and a fantastic mark from Dylan Pearce.
Eyes on the ball.
Wasn't he? Knew players were coming, but great bravery shown. Done some good things today, Dylan Pearce. Sinks his boot into it. Up towards half forward. He's done that as well. He's been fantastic in the air. Kicks in the middle of the ground. Now, just think their way through here, Campania. A couple of players shorter. In the end, goes in the direction of the big man Huxley, but floating back and taking a great mark there was Main. Terrific athlete, Caleb Main.
Yeah, no, very, very exciting player.
Decides to run his full distance and then drive the ball towards half forward. And taking a great mark there was Jaden Harris. So the marking prowess over the last minute or so has been sublime.
Haven't seen Harris too much today. He's certainly a quality footballer.
Harris is kicked down the line. Main again flew. Sokolski wrapped up in a great tackle. Fantastic pressure from the Wallabies. Expertly done there by Sturziker. He goes in the direction of David Cragg. Can't quite get there. Just beats Huxley. Bouncing towards the boundary line, and Sturziker will see it over.
I love Trent Rogers' attack on the ball there. Just had his, put his body totally on the line there to make make sure Craig didn't take the mark.
Ball thrown in. Front position, Caleb Wilson on the tap. Another repeat. Exactly what we just saw. So Wilton, battle against Main. Now turns to tackle it as Wilton.
Forward there underneath. He's been neutralised a bit. He was finding possessions at will, I thought, in the first quarter, and obviously after that time, Campania have worked out how to sort of tag him.
Yeah, curb his influence a little bit. Sokolski scrapping in. Umpire will take it once again. So, of course, with these being 25-minute quarters, no time on, time's of the essence. Good stuff there from Blake Main. Kicks it out. This is a big ball to win. Jaden Wilton in pursuit of the football as Howard for company. Two fantastic players scrapping at the footy. Holding the ball is the umpire's call. Well done there from Howard. He's been outstanding for Campania. Kicks towards half forward and dealt with illegally. It'll be a free kick going the way of the Rabbits. Goes to Ford. True centre half back. A couple of options.
Simon Bryant, co-captain.
Bryant wheels and goes. Inside 50, good bounce, really fortuitously done. Handball goes off, still an opportunity here for Bothwell. Kick towards Triffett, unable to get there. Now the reinforcements come in, Medhurst. Clever little kick out into space. He's going to back his leg speed in. Ford comes in over the top. Medhurst now scrapping away. Medhurst does really well to get that ball out. Now Campania have the ball on the half-back flank. Ball comes inboard, urged to move it on quickly. Huxley's going to be the target, protects the space well and takes the mark. Huxley has Cragg and Mullane Grant inside 50. He goes to the ladder, who takes the mark in the pocket.
Great pass there to Mullane Grant. Yep, in the pocket. This will test him. This will test Mullane Grant's kicking here, but fabulous pass there from Huxley, just to put it in the right spot.
He did really well. He had the two options, and in the end, kicked to the advantage of Mullane Grant. It was a great mark from Huxley to begin with as well. So Mullane Grant tied up in the pocket, looking for his third goal of the contest. Kicks to the far side, minor score. Take them to 8-15-63. Bothwell 7-5-47.
So 16 points that would be. I think so 3 goals. Bothwell will be needing.
Oh, turnover here. Opportunity for Campania towards goal. Long kick. Good kick. Goal. What a finish there from Raglioni.
Great goal.
That's a Raglioni special. Right on 50. Makes no mistake, and he loves it.
22 points now. Campania up by. That's almost a game-high lead, I would just about say, but don't discount Bothwell. There's plenty of time left, still 15 minutes.
We saw in the game before just how quickly a couple of goals could be put on, and all of a sudden 5 minutes feels like an eternity when it's within a goal.
That's right. Well, it's actually very similar to the last game where Mount Pleasant kicked 3 goals out of nowhere. Campania need to keep attacking and can't rest on their laurels.
Ball in the middle of the ground. Tapped away. Campania have some numbers. Bothwell on the outside have an opportunity here. Driving the ball inside 50. Foster sees a couple of targets. Wrapped up in a strong tackle. That's great defensive pressure there from Campania. The umpire will take the ball back. Wallabies fans thought there might have been a free kick in the offing.
Good decision, I think. Wrapped it up.
I agree. The umpire's done a pretty good job today.
Fabulous job.
Ball kicked out wide. On the side of the ground. First to it there. Lehman for Campania. Ball out of bounds. Big thanks once again to ODFA sponsors, Harrison Agents, Bennett's and Maurice Tours, and to Tea Tree Freight for the fantastic commentary position we find ourselves in today here at Campania. And I understand we'll also have this opportunity to be out of the elements come grand final day in a fortnight's time as well.
Correct, yes. Yeah, no, Tubes Taylor, I think he's joining me in a fortnight's time, but there'll be no live stream next week. So, yeah, we'll have a week off from that. So if you can belong to the game next week at Oatlands, 1:30, please do try to come along.
So 13 and change left in this final quarter. Bothwell in a bit of a spot of bother. 21 points adrift. Need to hit the scoreboard and hit the scoreboard relatively quickly to have a genuine shot at claiming victory today. Direct ticket to the grand final on the line. Some vocal support from a couple of locals. Back there, clever handball opens up a bit of space here for Pearce. Pearce goes inside 50, sees a couple of targets. Tyler Ford is there, unable to take the mark. Now coming in there is Eisel. Campania are all converging on the football. Chain of handballs gets them out through Jordan Dunn. Dunn's kick out of bounds. Might be hands on the full, I reckon. I think it is. So the Rabbits bring the ball back into play. Have to say, there's obviously time left in this game, but Campania's team defence on Caleb Trifford has been sensational so far. As I say that, I might bring him into the contest potentially. Doesn't quite get it on this occasion. At the back, still a chance here. Medhurst up against his fellow number 4 there in Jacob Wigg. Well, the ball goes out of bounds, but I feel like Campania have just defended him incredibly well so far today.
They have, yeah. Look, to keep Bothwell to only 7 goals, that takes a great effort.
Ball thrown in. Still a dangerous spot here if you're a Campania defender. Hurried kick. Mark taken. Bit of a kick in hope, but it works out pretty well. Mark taken by Lehman. Goes over the top. Finds Huxley, but not before the boundary line. Out of bounds on the full.
Simon Bryant there. Absolute legend of the Bothwell club.
All just stuck on that outer side at the moment. Sizzling kick inside 50. Can't find Triffett. Hacked kick off the ground. Creates a bit of an opportunity in the pocket, but rolls over and out first. So 11 minutes and change left. 9:14:68. Bothwell 7:5:47. Plenty of bodies around this football, Nick. It's a bit of a scrum, isn't it? Just no clean possession at all.
That's right. Yeah, Campania just bottling it up. Bothwell trying hard to get a kick away, but it's just not happening for them.
And for Campania, they've crucially knocked a good couple of minutes off the clock.
That's right. They've got some fresh legs out there too. I've noticed Jake Newman's out there and Joshy Lehman. Jordan Harris is out there too, who we haven't seen much of today. So, yeah, good strategic move there, I think, from the coaching staff.
Well, up once again, trying to work his way through there was Wigg, wrapped up in a strong tackle by his fellow number 4, Medhurst. Another stoppage.
Still 10 minutes to go, so all it takes is for Bothwell to snag one here. Still plenty of time to go.
Certainly is. Game can change very quickly, but for Bothwell, they want to get a move on. Right into the ground for them, though. Ball tapped over the back. That one will be seen over and out once again. So, just repeat stoppage after repeat stoppage over the last couple of minutes. Crucial minutes being ticked off the clock. Campania can just feel grand final berth is ever closer. Just snagged top spot in the minor premiership. As the ball again surges towards the pocket, and we'll have, guess what? Another stoppage.
No, that's a free kick.
Free kick it will be.
I think Bull's pulled out a free kick here to Bothwell.
No, good call there, Nick. Good spot.
That's right in Chapman.
Yep, tied up in the pocket. So tied up in the pocket. Opportunity here for Bothwell to kick a goal with just under 9 minutes left. It's the tightest of angles. Runs around to try and improve it.
Got us.
Pretty good finish. Waits for the umpire's confirmation, but I think it's going to be a goal. It is.
Great goal, Braden Chapman.
So fantastic finish there. Gives Bothwell a crucial goal in the context of this final quarter and just breathes a little bit of life into their campaign, Nick Finlay.
Indeed it does, yeah. Keeps them well and truly in the game. Yeah, I wouldn't be going anywhere at the moment. This game has got a couple more twists and turns in it, I think. 15 points the margin, so Bothwell still need 3 more goals, which they are very capable of doing.
Certainly are. This game's been absorbing from the outset. A couple of minutes there where Campania were able to lock things up and just take some time off the clock, but Bothwell kicking a goal there just breathes a bit of life into them. 15 points adrift. Back into the middle. And Bothwell try and generate some more momentum here, or Campania have a quick response. Sokolski's come off the square and hunts down that football. Great attack from him. Scrapping away, bottom of the pack. Umpire has no choice but to intervene.
It's interesting. We haven't seen Sokolski in the midfield too much. He's sort of been on that halfback flank for some of the game.
Yeah, and certainly playing almost a deep forward for other parts of the first half too. Ball up towards half forward now for Bothwell. Dunn scrapping away. He's worked hard all afternoon. Medhurst wrapped up in a big tackle. He has too.
Nearly takes the draw out of contention, being 15 points. I'd hate to make that call right now, but it's sort of, you can't see it being a draw at the start. So
Triffett does pretty well, but just kicks it into the backside of his teammate. Keeps the ball alive here for Bothwell. Couple of players scrapping away. Jacob Wigg being one of them. Ball still alive. Had to be an awkward bounce. He was stripped of the football. Umpire said he got rid of it. Play on. Bothwell might have thought they had a free kick there potentially.
it was a great tackle there by Jordan Dunn. I think Dylan Ford basically had the goals right in front of him, and yeah, tackled from behind from Dunn, and to not give the free kick away too was outstanding.
Ball up. Edge of the goal square. Great pressure there from Bothwell, potentially without the football, and that will be the umpire's view. Free kick going the way of Campania.
Palmer, I think.
It is Jeremy Palmer. Done some good things back there.
Work across, Limo! Here! Limo! Come, Limo!
County goes for the switch. A genuine one-on-one, trying to get it to Jordan Dunn. There's Ford to beat. Ford does pretty well. Now the reinforcements come in through Henderson, who's wrapped up in a good tackle, but just got his ball away to Dunn. Inboard there to Westcott. Move the footy on to Tubb.
It's been pretty good, Westcott. Has done enough to make a big impact.
Medhurst kick towards half forward. Genuine one-on-one. Ball spills out of the back. Chance here for Campania. David Cragg from the tight angle, just to the other side, missing. 9:15 go the Wallabies. 9:15:69. Bothwell 8:5:53. 5 minutes 20 on the clock.
So 3 goals.
They're going to have to move this ball quickly here for the Rabbits. 3 goals in a hurry, but that's not going to help. Mark's taken by Huxley, who stood up in some big moments. Lane Grant asking for the ball in deep. Sturzica presenting for him as well. He ends up going in that direction. A little too much on the kick. County's there. So too David Cragg. Met by a couple. Flying shot away from the pack though. Campania have booked their ticket to the grand final, you'd think. A fantastic finish.
Kieran Rogers, I think, might have slapped that one. Yes, it was Kieran.
Great finish from Rogers. Some good pressure there from David Cragg to keep the ball alive, and then Rogers with such a clean finish under pressure. It's going to be incredibly difficult for Bothwell from here, you'd think, Nick.
I would think so. 22 points. Clock is still ticking down, of course. So, yes, Bothwell would need to do something very special right now.
Sense the home fans are getting pretty excited.
That's right. There's a bit of excitement here, sort of just around us now. So it's still an even 4 minutes to go.
Carl Rivers certainly come alive today. Everyone's converged on the Campania Recreation Ground. Fantastic atmosphere. 2 really good games of football. 4 great clubs. 1 great football association all involved. It's been absolutely terrific.
Yeah, it's been a terrific day here at Campania. the home of football in the Coal Valley. Can we say that? I don't know. Other clubs may differ on their opinion, but yeah, it's been a fabulous day today.
It's been great to see the Coal River Auskick Clinic Centre getting up and running this year as well. Done a fantastic job. Joe Chivers, key role in organising that one. Support from AFL Tas, but it's been absolutely brilliant to see that up and running. As the Wallabies again march inside 50. Gee, coming in over the top, wanting to make his presence felt there was Ty Turner. In the end, always clocked his teammate, but no harm done. Trying to kick the ball out wide, opens the door. Handball off. Shearing gets the ball over the top. No one goes in. Shearing just ends up cracking back in himself. Holding free kick has been paid. Advantage going the way of the Rabbits. They march the ball towards half forward. The Triffids go head to head. It's going to be a free kick to Caleb. He's kicked one goal so far today in the second quarter, 98 for the year. Doesn't think about goal this time. Kicks out in the direction of Ford, and fantastic work from Henderson. And he's stood up to the task whenever the ball's been in his vicinity this afternoon. Andrew Henderson.
Absolutely, yeah.
Go gadget arms over the top, and brilliant.
Absolutely, yeah. No, been a great workhorse. So Triffid might be eyeing off 100 goals then during the preliminary final next week at the current stage.
Certainly the way it's looking at the moment with just 2 minutes left. Free kick has been spotted, going the way of Campania. So 2 minutes to go. 22 points the difference. The switch executed. Ball now in the hands of the Wallabies.
You'd almost want to get that out of the way, wouldn't you? Get the 100 goals in the preliminary final, as opposed to dealing with it in a grand final.
You'd think so.
If I was in his shoes, I'd try to.
I'm sure his sole focus would just be on getting the Rabbits in. They're going to have a big game against Tribunna next week. Roos were really had a bit of a scare late in that game against Mount Pleasant, but held firm. Set for be a cracking game next week, I'm sure.
Replay of last year's grand final, Bothwell and Tribunna. Yeah, two teams that traditionally don't let up.
Ball goes towards half forward. It's going to be a downfield free kick. David Cragg will take it. Sells a bit of candy. Marches inside 50. David Cragg lowers his eyes. Kicks the goal. And the Wallabies are through to the grand final. A fantastic finish from the Campania stalwart.
3 goals there to David Cragg. Outstanding effort there. He'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, 3 goals all in the second half, 2 in the last quarter. Stepped up when the game's been on the line. Part of a really dynamic forward group for Campania, and just rewards for him. So the Wallabies, with just 35 seconds left, I know they've got this. 11-15-81, Bothwell 8-5-53. So just remind me, Nick, last time Campania played in an ODFA grand final?
That would be, I'm just clicking, I'm pretty sure it was 2019. And pretty sure they played against Mount Pleasant. Yeah, 2019. They lost 12-19-91 to 6-6-3-39. So, but yeah, Bothwell, Campania's last premiership in all levels was, as you say, in the early 60s.
There it is. Campania make history. Their first grand final since 2019. They've booked their ticket with a comprehensive performance against Bothwell. 11-15-81. They defeat the Rabbits 8-5-53. A fantastic game of football. And the Wallabies too strong on their home patch. It means Campania will now wait to see who wins next week's clash between the Bothwell Rabbits and the Tribunna Roos. As you said, Nick, replay of last year's grand final. Those two teams looking to secure a spot against the Wallabies in the big dance in a fortnight's time. A fantastic day of football here at the Campania Recreation Ground. The Wallabies, David Cragg has received with 3 goals, Julian Sturziker with 2, Thomas Mullane Grant with 2, singles to Raglioni, a huge goal in that last quarter, Kieran Rogers, Andrew Henderson and Samuel Tubb. While for Bothwell, we had 2 goals to Dylan Ford, 2 goals to Tyler Ford, singles to Isa Wigg, Caleb Triffett and Braden Chaplin. And also, one of the Chaplins, I think it was, Braden O'Bailey, can't remember which one it was, but fantastic performance from Campania today. Too strong It's been great to have your company, Nick, for both of these games, and
Thank you,
really
Oz.
looking forward to seeing you back on the stream in a fortnight's time.
Absolutely, yeah. No, great to have you up here to our competition. You know, it's been a great day. The two really good games of football. Yeah, as you say, Campania through to the grand final, 26-point winners there over Bothwell. They kicked 4 goals in the last quarter compared to Bothwell's 1. So I think that's sort of that speaks volumes. I think to the way they ran out the game. So.
Absolutely. No, they were absolutely terrific Campania and deserve their spot in the grand final, and be interesting to see who they meet in a fortnight's time. Big thanks once again to Tea Tree Freight for the commentary position we found ourselves in today, for Andrew McCarthy on the camera, Ash Wilkes in the studio, and to everyone at the ODFA for making this one happen. Again, a big thanks to competition sponsors, Harrison Agents, Bennett's, and also Morey's Tours. As mentioned a couple of times, jump on the ODFA socials and the club socials to get involved in the AFL Grand Final raffle and to be across everything happening next week before the Grand Final in a fortnight's time. Thanks for your company on the live stream. Anthony Osborne and Nick Finlay saying bye for now. Long kick, good kick, goal! What a finish there from Raglioni.
Great goal.
That's a Raglioni's 9 minutes left. It's the tightest of angles. Runs around to try and improve it.
Got us.
Pretty good finish. Waits for the umpire's confirmation, but I think it's going to be a goal. It is.
Great goal, Braden.
So fantastic finish there. First kick towards half forward. Genuine one-on-one. Ball spills out of the back. Chance here for Campania. David Cragg from the tight angle. Just to the outer side. Missing. 9:15 go the Wallabies as well. He ends up going in that direction. A little too much on the kick. County's there. So too David Cragg. Met by a couple. Flying shot away from the pack though. Campania have booked their ticket to the grand field. Free kick. David Cragg will take it. Sells a bit of candy. Marches inside 50. David Cragg lowers his eyes. Kicks the goal. And the Wallabies are through to the grand final.
Congratulations, Campania. That sets up a preliminary final at Lakelands next weekend. Starts at 1:30. It will be Tribunna versus Bothwell. 1:30 next Saturday afternoon. Hope you had a great day at the ODFA.